What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different type of video. I saw one of my mutuals on Twitter, C9 Emilia, try to do a jungle challenge to masters, and she just started. She's currently in gold or platinum, and interestingly enough, she started playing Lillia as her most played. So I think right now she's platinum 4 with a 70% Lillia win rate over 10 games, which is pretty good. So I thought it'd be cool to VOD review one of her games and give my thoughts, maybe some advice for her climb. Going into this game, I didn't see the enemy team comp, so I'm not sure what I would do here. But I'll tell you guys that I have been mostly starting Raptors recently because people don't really invade your second Raptor spawn that much anymore. So
She looks fun, but really hard.
I prefer starting Raptors. So we'll see what she does. She has a Rumble top lane, Yasuo mid lane, and then Caitlyn Sona bot lane. So this team comp is kind of tricky to play with because you have a lot of champions on your team that do damage and want to push, but not a lot of CC and assistance for yourself. So in a game like this, I would think that I would have to frontline, most likely.
I'll wake him up.
She pressed tab there, so she's playing against the Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is actually a very hard matchup. Your main goal is just to try to avoid him. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Also, if you want coaching from me, you can join my Discord or my Twitter. Price is $35 for 1 hour of challenger coaching.
Okay, would live coaching as I fucking run it down not be funny? Low key?
So let's see. She starts blue buff, and she makes her Caitlyn Sona leash, which is not very good. So I already don't like that. The reason you don't make your Caitlyn Sona leash is because that is a champion pairing that wants to start in the lane and pressure from the first, like second that minions touch the lane, right? And if the enemy team has some type of hook champion or like Karma, something that can poke, and they sit in the bush, if you make your bot lane leash like that, they actually don't have a wave to hide behind between the bush and them. So they could get hit by a RQ from Karma or a hook from Nautilus or something. So that's one of many reasons why I don't really like to start bot lane.
Oh wow, these have a long aggro range.
I actually don't like to get leashed at all, which is why I start Raptors. Raptors is a very fast clear, even though you start without a leash.
I won't lie, I hate that challenge.
So
I try to stay far away from that challenge.
her clearing is not so bad at all.
I really want to, but I can't.
Yeah, you cannot gank mid lane there.
He's just gonna get away, and then we're gonna be really mad.
You ganking Fizz early game as Lillia is not very possible. You can see that she's trying to move her map around a little bit, but it doesn't seem like her map, like her mouse or like her map scroll speed is very fast. So for her, I would recommend to use F keys and rebind them to Z, X, and C. That's what I do, which is good for people that don't have like the reach to go to the F keys. You just press Z, X, and C, and then you can see your top mid and AD carry. So she full clears, which is good. It's always good.
If I catch him, he'll catch me.
Yeah, Kha'Zix will catch you. I don't know if you guys can hear her. Maybe I'll turn her up a little bit, but you don't want to look for Kha'Zix on your first clear. You want to try to avoid him. Which starting blue in this case is okay because you'll most likely avoid Kha'Zix. Okay, this is a very good counter gank. It's okay to look for this counter gank, and I'll show you guys. Let's see. The reason this is a very good counter gank is because you have such a big wave, and it's on the enemy team's side, so there's a high chance that Kha'Zix will try to gank this. So you could just recall in this bush and wait for a counter gank, or maybe help your mid laner shove if he needs it. So yeah, this is good. I would recall here. So you have two options. You help your mid laner push that wave, or you instantly recall. Staying on the map any longer is not going to help you since there's no camps up. Unfortunately, she has a map cover, so we can't really see. But I know for a fact that Kha'Zix full cleared and she full cleared, which means that at this point, 4 minutes, in like 15 to 30 seconds, her Gromp is gonna spawn. But she has almost 1100 gold, so she wants to recall and spend her gold, and then go to the Gromp and full clear again by the time all her camps spawn. So staying on the map will only do bad things for you because you'll waste time that you could be using to farm. And the reason I would have recalled here because I don't want to push that wave. Oh,
crab now too.
well, actually, this is not bad. Since Kha'Zix didn't do this crab, it's not bad to do the crab and then recall. I just didn't see that the crab was up because I can't see the map. And good that she pings away. I would ping danger on top lane there.
Oh wait, I can't afford.
Yeah, the reason you don't help Yasuo there is because he was full health and he can shove that lane, the wave by himself, and he gets a lot more XP. If he's by himself and you don't get a lot of XP as a jungler, if you share the XP.
I have the thingy, I think.
Yeah, she
keeps telling me to take free boots, which is bad because I'm so slow for so long.
No, free boots is very good on Jungle.
Let's play Oasis.
Very good on Lillia. Her purchase here is very good. She's complaining about not getting boots, but a very good purchase.
Because I took the runes Oasis told me to take.
Getting health, amplifying tome and a ring, very good. So she should just full clear now.
More kills get it sooner. Okay, fuck you too.
Little chat violence going on.
Don't reset.
So her camp kiting is not bad. She should not look mid there. Just do your camps.
Make sure he's not doing
Do your camps. Okay, that's fine to check the grubs.
Oh shit.
No, finish your raptors. Now, if you look at this, your Yasuo is level 5, he's half health. And the Fizz is like 60% health. This will never be a kill. You should just do your raptors and then do the grubs. Or you do the raptors and then maybe you could look if Fizz goes in again. But at this point, by the time you get to the Fizz, he's going to have his abilities back up and he's just going to leave. So just finish your raptors here. She even hit the E, but it doesn't matter. It's just a waste of time.
You shouldn't have stopped me clear for that.
Yep. Well, she knows at least.
Oops. It's okay though, because Ka did too.
It's not okay. Ka stopping his clear and you stopping your clear is actually good for the Kha'Zix. If that makes sense. Because Kha'Zix doesn't really care about farm as much as you do. As Lillia. Because you will outscale him.
He's dying. It's like he knows Ka is hanging around. He just doesn't care.
Okay, so she's blaming mid lane for dying there, so we can look to see what happens here. We can't really know because we can't see the map, but it looks like at this point, because she queued the entire wave here. Watch. You have to now just shove this wave with your Yasuo. Because there's a full HP Kha'Zix going to be doing his own raptors. Which means that if you leave Yasuo, and now he has to go back there and finish clearing all these camps, or all these minions, then he will walk here, and he'll have to shove in his wave by himself, and by the time he does that, the Kha'Zix is just ready to gank again, and Fizz still has his abilities, right? So when you ruin his wave like this, you have to just shove this wave for him. Even though you take XP, and it's bad, you already messed up, so you have to shove this wave for him. And then he can recall. But yeah, we just leave him like this. So now if he wants to crash in the wave and not get frozen on, it's going to be dangerous for him. Maybe the Yasuo ego goes in or something though. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I can't see the map. But that's just what I'm assuming is happening.
It's like he knows Ka.
So yeah.
So how do I get these like groups together?
You just walk in one direction.
What said I need to group them together?
Yep, you just walk out of the pit, and they'll group together.
Okay, whatever.
Not bad. It's okay. You do them slightly slower by not grouping them together, but it's not a big deal. She missed her vital point on one of them.
Oh, that's how you do it?
She missed her vital point again. That's okay. Do the grubs. Look for a top camp. When you're level 6, I would also look for this kill. You don't throw your E out there. And the reason being is because where is the Teemo going to run, right? The only direction for him to run actually is away from you, so like into your base. But regardless, I would just okay, this is the most basic mistake that I see literally every single person I coach. They make this mistake. So when you have your ult up, how do you think you should play a 1v1, right? You should ask yourself, you should think that you have no ego. What is the optimal way to get all of your damage on someone in a 1v1 guaranteed, right? Because two of your spells are kind of like you have one skill shot and then you have one, your W is like, I mean, I don't know if you call it a skill shot, but it's an aimed ability. But your Q is an instant AoE damage ability, right? So the most optimal way to fight a 1v1 is to walk up to the champion, especially when you're behind them like this. You don't have to throw out your E because he can't really run away from you. So you walk at the Teemo, you press Q, then you ult, and then you EW or you WE. You can do both. I think WE is a little bit better. Your E is not guaranteed to hit, but you're on top of them, so it's much more likely to hit. And guaranteeing your W to hit is the most important because it does the most damage. And then by the time you've gotten those two abilities off, you auto them like once or twice, and then your Q is back up, and that is the optimal amount of damage for 1v1. So you can tell that she's not that experienced at Lillia because she throws out her E first, and then she Ws, and then she Qs and ults. But now you ulted the Teemo, but what are you gonna proc the sleep damage with? Your only option is to auto attack, and you have a 11-second and a 9-second cooldown on your E and your W, so you'll probably lose this fight. If Rumble didn't TP, she would just lose the fight. She would just die.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just not gonna like.
But that's a very easy fix. Once you understand the concept of getting your optimal amount of damage out and not risking your skill shots when you don't need to, you'll do much better. It is awkward gold, but either you buy the mask and a pink ward, or you just buy the blasting wand and another amplifying tome, because your amplifying tome will build into your next item, or even a ruby crystal. I probably would build a ruby crystal here, a second one, even though it delays your land use by 400 gold. It allows you to immediately spike very hard right now. But buying blasting wand instead of buying haunting guys is probably not worth it. Because, I mean, honestly, they probably do similar amounts of damage. I think haunting guys might even do more if you ramp it up. Okay, so we're doing our camps. She starts the Gromp. She starts the Gromp while she's doing the blue, which is good, but she stays on the outside, so the camp resets. If you guys didn't know, a camp will reset if you and the camp are outside of the range. But if one of you, actually, well, no, sorry. Yeah, so if you and the camp are outside of the range, or if you're outside of the range. But if the camp is outside of the range and you aren't, it won't reset. So what you can do is once you've gotten the Grump to this point, if she would have walked into the circle again to keep the aggro, she could have gotten the Grump low and then started running, and she would have made, she would have saved a little bit of more time because the Grump could run further before resetting. But that's a very like minor thing. But she's not doing bad. Like her clear is pretty good.
Doesn't feel very fair to me.
And she is doing her camps on cooldown pretty much. Like,
no, please.
You know, she resets the camp, but that's okay. I do that all the time too. We're all human.
I feel bad this time.
Every time you're just looking at a lane and you're just like, okay, screw my camps. I'm gonna go look at this lane. What makes you think that? Let's go back. What makes you guys think
No, please.
that this lane is gankable? Just watch this. So here she decides to not do the red buff, to walk mid here. In what world are you killing Fizz, right? The only way for you to kill Fizz is if he E's under your tower and like dives your Yasuo randomly. Full health. They're both full health. This lane, I'm just gonna tell you guys, there's two criteria to gank a lane. If they're pushed up or if they're low health. Here, the Fizz is pushed up, but then you kind of have to think about the third criteria, which is like he's full health and he's Fizz, right? So he's full health and he's pushed up. So the like one of them satisfies the gank criteria as like they're pushed up, but then you have to ask yourself like, will I be able to kill them? Are they full health? Are they low health? Are they medium health? And what kind of abilities do they have? Fizz, you're never gonna kill him here.
I feel bad. This
Do your red buff
so
and your
far out,
Krugs,
but
and then yep, okay, good.
again, he just has a fucking E. It just feels like a waste of time. Am I crazy?
She missed her W on the red, but that's
Am
okay.
I crazy for just ignoring that?
No, you're not crazy for ignoring that.
Fizz mid is so fucking hard to gank.
Yeah, you should never gank Fizz. She knows.
Like if he baits
She
you,
knows.
maybe, but he's still covered
She's just
distance.
the problem is
Like, keep up to the
every
lead.
time you make a split decision like that where you start walking one
Yeah,
direction then you're like,
true.
oh no, I need to go in this direction. Oh no, I need to go in this direction. Every time you do that you waste a couple of seconds, which for the higher levels of gameplay, it's very important. Here, do your Krugs. Oh, she dies here, but do your Krugs, okay? Let's check the criteria again.
Double kill.
Okay, is Timo pushed up? Not really. He could walk up here, maybe. You could maybe sit in this bush and wait for him to walk up. Is he low? He's half health, but Rumble is low health as well, so Rumble is not going to be very useful for this gank. So I would maybe consider ganking here if Timo walked from here to here,
No.
but he didn't, right? So, and now we threw out our E first, so there's no way for us to slow him. We would have to Q flash ult this Timo right here, but then at that point you have to ask yourself, should I just have taken the 120 gold on the Krugs instead of going for this gank? Because if you kill Timo here, what do you really get? You know, like what do you get from that? Probably not a lot. You might be able to finish your Liandries, I guess. But now you don't have flash. And we wasted our W to gap close. Your W doesn't, like, your W is not a gap close. The only times you use your W and you're not trying to kill something is if you're maybe getting, like, if you're getting slept yourself by a bubble by Zoe, or if you're about to get like hit by a Maokai ult, you can W as the CC hits you, and you can like run away while being stunned. It's called buffering the CC. But other than that,
Are you serious?
yeah, that's, I mean,
Fucking cause right there. Okay, whatever.
could have done our Krugs there, right? Should have just done our
But
Krugs.
even when he used his E, we didn't catch up to him earlier. Like I have to be already really close, and he has to use E. Like, it's just so much has to like happen for it to be successful. I feel.
No, not a lot has to happen. Timo just has to walk up too far, and then you walk at him without pressing your E first, and you kill him. It's very very simple when you think about it. It might seem hard in the moment because you're looking at the wrong things.
Yes, that's fucked.
So now we reset towards the middle of the map. This is another classic mistake. Just go to one of your camps that's on the side. So right now I know I can't see the map again, but I know that her camps are gonna spawn soon, and I know that she never did her Krugs. So her Krugs are up, so she could go to Krugs, but I would personally go to my Grump here, and then full clear back up. But she goes mid lane, which is the worst of all. Like, it's the worst option of all.
Try to gank top again. I'm really mad. Oh, I forgot to buy sweeper. Fuck. I forgot again.
You don't need sweeper. I never go sweeper. So we're ganking. We're already planning on ganking top without seeing anything. Once again, is this a game where you should be trying to force ganks? It's not, right? With Lillia, your ganks should feel like you're punishing the enemy team for misplaying. You should not be going onto the map preparing to gank someone, right? If you do that, you'll just end up forcing plays and dying. You should be going onto the map thinking, I'm gonna farm, and then I'll look at my lanes, maybe I can punish something. But meanwhile, I'm gonna be farming. Also, I think that completing your Ionian boots before your Landries is a bit of a sin. Because Ionian boots don't give you any damage, just give you Q cooldown. which I mean adds up maybe to damage, but it doesn't really speed up your clear that much.
Oh my god, he doesn't know. Wait, it's worded, bro.
Compared to Liandry's, a very strong item.
He killed Timo.
We're also not hitting our vital and our Q on these.
How the fuck do I help you?
You don't help him there, you finish the grubs. Now if I was Fizz, I would just kill you on their grubs.
Holy fucking shit!
And we also can't fight there.
Dude, how do you not see that?
Now, okay, I want you guys to watch. We can watch this again, okay? This might seem very stressful in the moment, but the only mistake she's making right now is just indecisiveness.
Oh my god, he doesn't know. Wait, it's worded,
So
bro.
we committed to the grubs. We see Fizz walk past us. That's scary, but he didn't see us. So let's just try to sneak as many grubs as we can. I'd maybe kill this grub and then position myself right here so I can get out of the pit as fast as I can if I see someone else. Then we see Rumble get a kill, so we know that Fizz is fighting Rumble. Rumble is probably dead. He used all of his stuff. And then the second you look here, instead of walking, you just look at this for 1 second and you understand that you cannot save this Rumble. And you can't fight this Fizz. You don't actually win a fight against this Fizz. You don't have your ult, or flash, okay? Or Liandry's. You're not very strong right now. All you have to do is do the Void Grubs, and peace out.
No condos in here.
Alright guys, if you guys don't like me pausing so much, I'm sorry. But you'll notice, so she decides to do the grubs, then she's like, well, maybe I need to hold my Rumble. Okay, maybe I'll do my grubs. Maybe I need to fight the Kha'Zix. Okay, I'm going back to my grubs. It's lucky that Yasuo's there and saves her, but like she should have just done the grubs and then went back to farming.
Dude,
But she lived, so it's okay. Let's go to our Raptors and clear down now.
Fuck you, fuck him. Fuck.
Okay, she's getting a little upset. Raptors, okay, we waste. Once again, you should walk into this bush and walk to your wolves. Just keep farming. But we're walking mid lane again. What's gonna happen mid here? Is there ever anything gonna happen? They're both full health. He's already pushed in the wave. Nothing will ever happen there. Go to your wolves.
Am I going for both objectives?
Okay, we're starting dragon after clearing a ward, so we know that the enemy team knows that we're there. We have our ult, but we don't have flash.
Oh fuck.
I'd probably just clear and farm for my Liandry's. Okay? If Kha'Zix catches you on an objective, you most likely will just die.
Oh my fucking god. Really, man? I couldn't even get out.
Well, now we have our Liandry's, but we died and the dragon's probably gonna go. I hate Fizz too. Don't worry, I hate Fizz too.
I should left. I should reset. That was dumb.
I mean, you should have just done your wolves and your grump and then reset. You've been fine.
Sleeper.
But now you're in an awkward position. When you do this mistake of looking for too many plays instead of farming, now your wolves and your grump are alive, but your Krugs and your Raptors are also spawning soon. So you have to ask yourself, like, but they're not synced up that well. So if you go to your grump, which you should go to your grump first, and then wolves, and then you have like a little bit of a time where you don't have any other camps to do, because your Raptors won't be spawned yet. Okay, so her blue was up. That's good. So we threw her bot side. So she cleared pretty correctly there. Have our Raptors spawned yet? Oh, they have. Okay, it's not the worst. So now just do your Krugs after this. As Herald is a fake objective, so don't fight for Herald. Especially as Lillia, you don't care about Herald. Do your Krugs. Your Krugs, they're just suffering. They're just sitting there. Okay, it's actually okay to do the crab. I didn't know crab was up because I can't see the map. Okay, do the crab and now go straight to your Krugs. Your Krugs have been sitting there all game without getting cleared. Don't fight. Actually, Teemo's dead, so you could maybe fight.
Literally, why?
But now we can't start the Herald because Teemo can walk from base and Rumble's dead for 20 seconds.
I can't. Like, how?
All you have to do is do your Krugs. Your Krugs are sitting there. They've been alive for 10 minutes. Okay, and a Rebuff spawned. And now we finally do the Krugs.
So when I get
Perfect.
here,
Not bad, but what she needs to work on is just her efficiency, her decision making, and her confidence. She's just not very she's not confident in which plays are correct, which is fine because she just started jungling. I think she's playing like pretty okay for never jungling before.
Herald, I guess.
I would not do this Herald. It's just risky to me. I wouldn't take this risk. The new Herald, like it doesn't even give you plates. I'm not sure if you should risk it. Obviously, I can't really see the map state, so maybe it was a good Herald. But usually, I prefer to avoid it. Like right here, and oh no. Okay, the number one thing you should do most of the time.
I didn't mean to take it.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's okay. Once again.
Take it. No, no.
Okay, let me just say, the first thing you should do after getting Herald is recall. Okay? The second thing here is after she hits her E on this Twitch, she should click to the left and try to get a Q on both of them and then ult both of them. Once again, she tries to W without ulting. And you just flash it. But if I'm gonna be honest, I think this whole sequence is a waste of time. I think she should have heralded and spent her 1600 gold. Or she should have not heralded and spent her 1600 gold. And then use the herald when she has the 1600 gold in items.
Oh, fuck. Wait, kill that guy. Wait, no, Soda, don't isolate your side.
Let's see. So just go Riftmaker. Not bad. I think this build is probably the best. Most of the time. I think the tank build is really fun, though in my last video, but this build is probably the easiest.
Where's my team?
I think the tank build is a little hard to play, since you have to scale pretty well and get 3 items.
Over to hit it? Does Sona not have attack range?
Alright, so we're doing dragon here. I don't mind this dragon because her team is strong now, and she's strong. So get dragon, get Scuttle. Did she not do her... Does she walk past her romp? Yeah. So she walks... Wait, did she clear it? No, she just gets move speed. So she... Right here. You do a Scuttle, and then you do your Gromp, and then Wolves, and then Raptors, and then Krugs. It's very simple. Like, Emilia, if you're watching this, try to clear in a line from your Gromp to your Krugs, or from your Krugs to your Gromp. Every time you skip camps like that, you put yourself in a worse position in terms of tempo. Like your clear speed will be slower, and your XP over time, like, you'll get less XP. Your camps will be lower level. Let's see, what does she do here? So she throws out her E first. Once again, we should not be doing that. And then she Ws, just like I said before, guys. And now she ults. And she has no spells to follow up with. But they still kill her.
Oh, what, Kha'Zix is in the bush the whole time? Fucking bug. Players need for Soda to stop her recall and help.
I do think we're looking for too many proactive plays on this Teemo. This Teemo's very far behind.
You see that, guys?
I would usually prefer to keep my ult up for Kha'Zix here, because he's the biggest threat to me. Even Twitch.
Fighting and shit. Like
Yeah,
so support player moment.
I don't think she's playing bad, but if she wants to become masters, like a masters jungler, I think she should really work on her efficiency. Right here she's gonna do her camps finally, but she could have done like maybe 12 more camps this game,
it's not even about the assist,
which is like almost an entire level. But she is getting her full clears, like, she's getting them down. Her first couple of full clears were pretty good, in terms of time. But then she fell off a little bit when she died top lane. She got a little tilted. The crab juked her vital spawn or Q. That's okay.
Two tops though. We should just get the tower.
Hey, Fizz is dead, so we just siege mid lane here.
That's 6 grubs, baby.
She did get 6 grubs. Pretty good. Probably. I don't know where the enemy team is, so I can't tell you if this is good or bad to push this, but maybe they'll get punished. Maybe not. Nice. Wing on a stunned target. It's very good. Okay. Triple kill. Wing a snared target.
Jungle God, bitch.
Well, MF is not snared, but she's ulting.
What?
She gonna go for the penta?
Oh, I want the penta.
She got the penta. Okay. Not bad. I actually think that she played that fight much better than any of the other fights she played this game. She W'd really well. There you have it, guys. And that is how you become a Lillia main.
Oh, I'm so rich. Holy
You guys
shit.
can tell though, she did that much damage with just her Landrius and another mask. I'm telling you guys,
Oh my god, I love shopping.
it's like I said when she was fighting the Void Grubs. Or the dragon, I'm not sure which one, but like having Landrius is much more important than having your Ionian boots.
For Jungle the next Dante's tourney, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's very huge. So now, at this point in the game,
Okay, let's go.
at this point in the game, like past 20 minutes, full clearing is not as big of a deal, right? You do your camps when you have downtime, especially when you're ahead. You want to just push your tempo, you know. Instead of farming your own camps, you want to be farming the enemy camps, you know. Instead of farming your own camps, you want to be hovering your strongest player and pushing lanes, you know. Playing for objectives and trying to close out the game. So she's actually doing the right thing here, which it looks like she's trying to find the enemy jungler in their jungle. There he is. She really needs to stop Eing first. It is triggering me a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sona.
Okay, her mechanics are looking a little shaky now. It's just a little hyped from the penta. One man ult. It's not the best.
You want some of this? You want some of this, Fizz?
Yeah, we're so healthy
Oh shit.
and fed now.
Oh, you want some of this too? You want some of this too?
She's doing a pretty good job of spacing. There's a.
Oh my god, there's a shrew.
She did sweep the shroom there, so she should know that it's there. She swept it earlier.
No, there was a shrew. No, that team was so OP, guys.
Hey,
The McKillens in
that's
the
that challenger awareness, guys. I'll show you right here. You see, she has sweeper. You see that? See that shroom right there? I noticed it. Did you notice it? Ask yourself that. Did you notice it? I noticed it.
What's for this, Fizz?
She didn't notice it. She walks back into it. That's okay. This is a pretty good game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a different video. I have more gameplay videos coming up soon, guys. I have 75% win rate myself on Lillia this season. So I have a lot of good games that I cooked up. So stay tuned. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And I will link her socials in the description.